Have you ever felt that burning anger in your chest when someone walks away from you like you meant nothing? That disturbing feeling when they move on so easily while you're stuck replaying every moment? That awful taste when you see them happy with someone else while you're still picking up the pieces they left behind? Yeah, I know that feeling. And if you're watching this right now, you know it too. But here's what nobody tells you about that pain. It's not weakness. It's information. Your brain is screaming at you that something isn't right. That someone who should regret their decision doesn't. Yet. And that word yet, that's what this video is about. Because in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly what happens in someone's brain when they realize they made the biggest miskey of their life. Not because you asked. Not because you convinced them. But because you triggered something in their psychology that they can't ignore, can't escape, and can't undo. So let me ask you something. Are you ready to stop being the one who got left behind and become the one they can't stop thinking about? Because once you see how this works, there's no going back. Let's go. The moment their brain breaks. You know what the exact moment is when someone starts to regret losing you? It's not when you send that long text explaining how much they hurt you. It's not when you post sad quotes on social media. It's not when you show up looking desperate and broken. It happens at 2 a.m. on a random Tuesday 3 months later. They're lying in bed scrolling through their phone, and they go to text you something stupid. A meme, a random thought, something they'd normally share with you without thinking. And that's when it hits them like a truck. You're not there anymore. You're not checking their stories. You're not liking their posts. You're not asking mutual friends about them. You haven't texted in weeks, maybe months. You're just gone. And their brain does something fascinating, something scientists have actually studied. It goes into what's called panic mode. Because here's the dark truth about human psychology. We don't miss people when they're always available. We miss them when we realize we can't have them anymore. Have you ever noticed how you suddenly want something the moment it becomes unavailable? That's not coincidence. That's your brain recognizing scarcity. And the person who left you? Their brain is about to experience that same panic. But only if you do this right. Step 1. You actually disappear. Now I need you to understand something crucial here, because this is where most people completely destroy their chances. When someone leaves you, every cell in your body wants to reach out, to explain, to fix it, to show them they made a mistake. You want to text them, "Hey, can we talk?" You want to post something that makes them jealous. You want them to see your hurt so they feel guilty. Stop. Every single one of those actions sends the same message to their brain. You were right to leave me. I'm desperate. I need you more than you need me. You have all the power. Is that the message you want to send? Here's what you do instead. You disappear. Completely. I'm not talking about 3 days of silence. I'm not talking about waiting a week before texting. I'm talking total blackout. No texts, no calls, no social media likes or comments, no watching their stories, no accidentally showing up where they might be, no asking mutual friends about them. Nothing. And I know what you're thinking. But won't they just forget about me? No. That's the opposite of what happens. When you're constantly reaching out, you're predictable, you're available, you're guaranteed. And the human brain doesn't value guaranteed things. But when you disappear, when they can't predict you anymore, that's when their brain starts working overtime trying to figure you out. Let me ask you something. Have you ever had someone completely disappear on you with no explanation? Did you forget about them? Or did you think about them constantly, trying to understand why they left? Exactly. You're about to do the same thing to them. And it's going to drive them crazy. Step 2. You become a mystery. All right. Here's where the psychology gets really interesting. When you disappear, their brain encounters a problem. It doesn't have information about you anymore. And the human brain hates information gaps. It's like an itch it can't scratch. So what does their brain do? It tries to fill in the blanks. It creates stories. Are they okay? Are they thinking about me? Are they with someone new? Are they suffering, or are they happy? Did I actually matter to them, or did they move on instantly? These questions loop in their mind, over and over, especially at night when they're alone with their thoughts. But here's the key. You can't give them answers. When mutual friends ask about you, your response is simple. I'm good, just focusing on some things. That's it. No details, no emotions, no explanations. You become a black box. They can't read you anymore. They don't know if you're broken or thriving, missing them, or completely over them. And that uncertainty? It's psychological quicksand. Have you ever noticed how you can't stop thinking about someone when you don't know what they're thinking? That's not love. That's your brain trying to solve an unsolved puzzle. And their brain is about to experience the same obsession. The less they know, the more they think about you. Remember that. Step 3. They see you winning. Now here's where everything changes. While they're out there trying to figure out what you're doing, trying to get information about you, trying to understand if you're okay, you're actually doing something they didn't expect. You're improving, visibly, undeniably. I'm not talking about posting fake happiness on social media. I'm talking about real transformation. You hit the gym and your body changes. You level up your style and people notice. You focus on your goals and you start winning. You surround yourself with new people who value you. And eventually, they see it. Maybe through social media, maybe through mutual friends, maybe they run into you somewhere. And when they see the new you, their brain experiences something psychologists call cognitive dissonance. It's that uncomfortable feeling when reality doesn't match what you believed. They believed you weren't worth keeping. They believed they could do better. They believed leaving you was an upgrade. But now they're looking at you and you're glowing. You're thriving. You look better than when they left. You seem happier. Other people want your attention. And their brain goes, wait, did I make a mistake? Can you see what's happening here? They're comparing their current situation to what they threw away. And the comparison is destroying them. But here's the thing. You're not doing this for them. You're doing this for you. Because whether they regret it or not, you're going to be better. You're going to be stronger. You're going to be someone who doesn't need their validation to feel whole. That's real power. Step 4. They reach out, and you don't fall for it. So after weeks or months of silence, after they've seen you winning, after they've been thinking about you nonstop, they reach out. It starts small. Hey, how have you been? A random like on your post. A comment. Maybe they ask a mutual friend about you. Maybe they create an excuse to text you. And this is the moment where most people give away all their power. They respond immediately, enthusiastically. Oh my God, I've been thinking about you too. I'm so glad you texted. And just like that, the person realizes, oh, they're still there. They're still available. I can leave and come back whenever I want. I still have power. Don't do that. When they send those little breadcrumbs, you either ignore them completely or you respond so minimally it's almost cold. I'm good. That's it. No questions back. No enthusiasm. No how are you. No opening the door. You show them that accessing you now requires real effort, real vulnerability, real risk. You're not the person who jumps when they snap their fingers anymore. And this does something to their brain. It makes them work harder. And the harder they work, the more valuable you become in their mind. Have you ever wanted something more because it was difficult to get? That's what's happening to them right now. You've gone from being the person they could take for granted to being the person they can't reach. That's when the real regret sets in. The dark truth nobody tells you. Now I'm going to tell you something that might mess with your head, but you need to hear it. When you do all of this correctly, the disappearance, the mystery, the transformation, the boundaries, something unexpected happens. They come back, full of regret, full of apologies, wanting another chance, telling you they made a mistake, telling you they realize now what they lost. And here's the twist that nobody prepares you for. You might not want them anymore. Because while they were gone, while you were working on yourself, something shifted inside you. You realized you don't actually miss them. You miss the idea of them. You don't want them back. You want the validation of them wanting you back. And once you have that validation, once you see that regret in their eyes, the need for them disappears. You win not by getting them back. You win by becoming someone who doesn't need them back. You win by transforming from someone who was left into someone who chooses. And that's real power. That's the ultimate victory. Look, I need you to do something for me right now. Actually do this. Don't just think about it. Think about one person who made you feel small, who left you, who made you question your worth. Just one person. Now commit to one thing from this video for the next 7 days. Maybe it's the complete disappearance. Maybe it's working on yourself. Maybe it's not responding to their breadcrumbs. Do it for 1 week. Then do it again next week. Before you know it, 3 months pass, 6 months. And you look back and realize, you're not the same person anymore. You're sharper, stronger, harder to break. And that person who left? They're going to notice. They're going to feel it. They're going to regret it. But you'll be too busy building the life they thought they could walk away from. Now listen, if this video showed you something about yourself you needed to see, I need you to do something. Subscribe to this channel right now. Because here's the truth. If you don't subscribe, you're going to scroll away, forget this feeling, and go right back to giving your power away to people who don't deserve it. This channel? It's for people like us. People who've been hurt. People who've been left. People who refuse to stay victims. This is your comfort zone. A place where we understand the dark side of human psychology because we've lived it. And in the comments right now, I want you to share your experience. Tell me about the person who left you. Tell me what you're doing to take your power back. Because when you write it down, when you put it out there, it becomes real. You commit, and someone else reading your story might find the strength they need. So drop your story below. Let's build something here. A community of people who refuse to be broken by the people who tried to break them. You're more powerful than you think. Now go prove it.